This episode of the New Hampshire Business Show is sponsored by Everlasting Capital. If you're a small business and you need money and a bank won't give it to you, Everlasting Capital is here to help. In as quickly as a couple of days, you can have the funding your business needs for new equipment or anything else you're going to need the capital for. So submit your application today and see how they can help you out. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the New Hampshire Business Show. My name is Chris Pastrana, and today we're here with Jeff Frankland from Renew Medispa. How's it going?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. So let's go. Tell me about yourself and then Renew Medispa.
So I've been with Renew Medispa now for a couple of years. I'm in the Director of Operations role, Practice Manager. And Renew Medispa is a new business in Derry. We moved from the Wyndham location in December.
Okay.
So we're a full-service Medispa, medical spa, and a lot of people don't really know what that means.
Yeah, because it's pretty common to know what a spa is, I'm assuming. But
So the difference in a Medispa and like a day spa or a regular spa is at a regular spa you do things like nails and massages and pedicures and things like that, and that's not something that we do at a Medispa. So Medispa is run by a doctor and has a team of nurses, medical assistants, and medical estheticians, licensed estheticians that do medical procedures. So some of the things we do on the medical side would be anything from filler, Botox, fat destruction, thread lifts, sexual wellness for men and women, skin resurfacing, medical facials, that sort of thing. So things that are just outside of the realm of like going to your regular day spa. And you know, some of this stuff is still pampering, but a lot of this stuff is more get a bang for your buck, and it's like an aesthetics procedure versus like just a...
That's interesting. I've never heard of skin resurfacing. It reminds me of paving.
Exactly, yeah.
Good. That's interesting. So let's get into this. I know you're the Director of Operations.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit what you do, because like I was telling you beforehand, it's pretty common for me to talk to owners, but then, so the owner's not here. So let's talk about what you do in a business, and this helps other businesses as they get to that point. Maybe they can help them with.
So I do daily operations, so everything from maintaining the staff, making sure that everything's running correctly. I do ordering, I do the schedule, I do payroll, I do kind of like I'm a little bit on the advertising side. I help to coordinate some of our advertising efforts. So it's kind of like I just wear many hats. I do a lot of different things. I'm filling at the front, like if someone's out at the reception desk, I will be sitting at the reception desk, so on and so forth. So, any small business, you got to utilize your resources and kind of, so I have to hop in a lot and just do it.
That's interesting. So just from the sound of it, it's almost like, when you're the first time entrepreneur, you do everything. And then they're like, I'm tired of this. Here, and then Director of Operations.
Right. Well, Dr. Lisa Vuich, who's the owner of the business, is, she's been in practice for a while, and she left her regular primary care practice and opened just aesthetics, just the aesthetics aspect of being a doctor. And so she's busy doing procedures and, doing all the things that she does. So she would not be able to handle doing all of those things too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Type of thing, yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, because when you get into the medical field, that's when everything gets really spun up and crazy.
Yeah.
So I remember someone from Massachusetts was looking to come up here and rent an office so they could do laser hair removal. But in New Hampshire, they need to be a medical professional.
You need to be a nurse. Yeah. That's correct.
And so she was like, "Oh, never mind."
Yeah, Massachusetts and New Hampshire has some slightly differing qualifications on who can do certain procedures, whether estheticians or nurses or hire someone like an MA to do it, so on and so forth. But in New Hampshire, to do any laser hair removal or any laser procedure, you have to be a nurse.
Okay, yeah. That's really cool. So let's talk a little bit about what the business offers. I know we kind of touched on everything.
Sure.
So what are the things that you typically do day to day with your clients and all that?
So, in the summer, this time of year, we're pretty busy with people trying to, work on fat destruction or skin tightening. So there's procedures out there that can remove fat cells in a particular area. There's a procedure called Sculpt ID. And that procedure, over a course of time, you have the procedure done and you repeat it 6 weeks later. And in 3 months, you can destroy roughly 23-24% of the fat cells in an area. Like, so let's say you're doing your abdomen. and then your body, the fat is destroyed by heating it up, and then your body flushes the waste out through the lymphatic system. So,
That's interesting.
and it's also has a pretty good result for skin tightening. So if someone has a little too much elasticity in their skin, the heat process by reducing the fat also tightens the skin. So you can do that to any part of your body where you have fat. And we offer different options: large area, medium area, small area. Small area is usually done under your chin, so submental, and so it helps people if they have that little
what do you call it, the turkey thing? The turkey neck.
and some if there's some fat under there too for fat.
That's why I have a beard, so you can't see all that.
Look at this, same thing.
That's funny. So I like that. That's interesting because I like learning new things.
So and along with that, we also do we have a machine that's called Emsculpt, and what Emsculpt does is it engages with your muscle, and it's kind of a form of biohacking. If it makes your body feel like you did an extraordinary exercise routine. So a one session of Emsculpt on your abs, it's a 30-minute session, is equivalent to 20,000 sit-ups. So
that's probably gonna hurt.
It hurts kind of when you have it done. The machine does, it doesn't hurt, but you can feel it when it engages the muscle. But it has a special cycle that reduces the lactic acid buildup. So when you leave, you're not like really sore like you did 20,000
like when you
crunches.
do. I was like, oh man, I can only imagine doing 10 crunches and being sore afterwards right now.
Yeah, and Emsculpt actually has some other applications too. So we can do abs, we can do butt. So a lot of women want to do their butt. So you put 2 paddles on, and that's equivalent to 20,000 squats. So it's a big it's a big draw for women. We don't have many guys that want to do their butt, but women are trying to get that lift. Yeah. So it's like trying to take a saggy butt and lift it up. We can also do arms and legs, so we can do biceps, triceps, quads. The machine does that as well. So
interesting.
Yeah, it's very.
We're going to be friends after this. That's very
and it's
fun.
a 30-minute treatment time, and so it's pretty quick, and it's supposed to be a 4-session to get you going, like it's a 4-session protocol, and then with maintenance afterwards. So it's not truly like you do it and then you're done with it. It's kind of like you do the 4 sessions, and then you can get on a maintenance program. But to keep up the results and to keep it like it is something that you have to keep doing. Yeah. Type of thing.
Yeah, or workout.
Yeah,
I'm assuming that's
exactly.
the trade-off.
Yeah, workout, and just to obviously watch what you're eating if you're trying to burn things. And
I definitely see that as being a really big benefit to bodybuilders, because they're very keen on muscle symmetry. So I can see this one's just not doing right, or say you have an injury and you have a lack, my triceps are just not holding up.
Sure.
And then you could balance a lot of that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and this is a way, we do have people that want to come in and they want to substitute this for exercise, and that's okay. We tell them that's not really the goal, is to substitute this for exercise. Yeah. But we also have people who come in who are really serious into fitness, and they're just trying to do more than they can physically do. I mean, someone can't do 20,000 sit-ups in a workout session. Yeah. I mean, it would take you all day, to do that. So... this is a way to biohack your body, and to, you're putting in the work, your muscle is feeling the effects and getting the same effects that if you did that, but it's in a 30-minute session.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So let's go, because I could go all day on this. It's really cool. So let's go to something else, because we talked a lot about sexual health and all that. So we want to talk a little about that?
Sure. So we do a lot of men's and women's sexual health. So everything from... for men, for erectile dysfunction, we have a treatment called the Gainswave. And the Gainswave is a protocol that uses acoustical sound wave shock therapy. So it uses a machine that provides acoustical sound wave to the penis. So we, put it directly, treat it. We treat the penis in a protocol, and it ends up being what it does actually is it helps reduce plaque buildup. So if someone has some plaque, obviously causing some blood flow problems, that's how you have an erection issue. So it reduces the plaque, and what it also does is it kind of creates a micro trauma in that area under the skin, at the cellular level. So it your body, it summons blood to that area.
Okay.
So basically it says, I'm going to make some damage and now I'm going to have your body send blood to the area to fix it.
Yeah.
And so when you get more blood into the penis, obviously you can have better erections.
Yeah.
So that's on the man side. We also offer, for men, we offer P shots. So that is a Priapus shot or Priapus shot, and that is using your body's own growth hormones. So we take your blood, we draw blood, we test it to see what your platelet count is, and that tells us how much blood to draw.
Yeah.
We spin it down, and we are left with a substance called PRP. So that's platelet-rich plasma. And platelet-rich plasma has growth factors in it. So in a situation for a P shot, that's for men, or an O shot for women, we are actually giving that back to the person and the man, so that PRP gets injected into the penis, and then for women, it gets injected into the clitoris.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what's the benefit of that? I'm just
For women, so for men, it's about creating new pathways. It's new sensitivity. It's better for sensitivity, longevity, erections for men. For women, it's for women who have maybe a hard time orgasming. But this is also like you usually do 2 a year. Like, so you do either a P shot or an O shot twice a year for people who are have been doing it for a while, and people really notice a big difference. For women, we also offer a treatment called Cleovana, and that's kind of along the same lines as the Gainswave for men, but it's for women, so it uses that same acoustical sound wave shock therapy for the women.
Yeah.
We also have some vaginal rejuvenation systems, Thermiva or Vivive, and that's for incontinence or people who have painful, sex with a partner, those sort of things. So we offer a lot in the lines of sexual wellness. We also offer testosterone replacement for men and for women. So, a lot of times people are feeling sluggish, and a lot of times women will come in and, we'll check their testosterone. Obviously, we don't just give you testosterone. We have to do labs first.
Yeah, boy.
Do labs and make sure, what we're at. And so we do pellets. So they're just small pellet chips that are inserted into, just above the hip and your back. And you get them, they last 2 or 3 months, and then you come back and get them put in again. So that's our. We have a pretty
wide range
sexual.
So I guess for someone on the outside, how do you get into the clinic? Is it one of those things where you have to go to a doctor and then come to the clinic or is it you just walk in and schedule a consultation?
So
how does it work?
So you would call us mostly. So with COVID-19, you can't just walk into any facility now. Everything's locked. So. Call us and make an appointment, either to, if you have questions, you can come in for a consult, or if you know what you want to get, then we can just schedule something. But usually, obviously if it's something to do with that we need to test your blood, we'll come in and give you a lab slip, have you take it to the lab and draw your labs, and then we get it back and then go from there. But primarily, call and make an appointment. We have free consults available. But you don't need another doctor because Lisa is the doctor. Yeah. So you don't need to go to your doctor first. So Lisa would see you, draw up a plan on what the treatment course is going to be, and then we would just schedule from there appropriately, whether it's going to be with her or if the procedure is going to be with a nurse, so on and so forth.
Okay. And because these things are cosmetics, is insurance involved, or is this typically out of pocket?
So we do not bill insurance.
Okay.
So this is out of pocket. It's cash based. Sometimes your individual policy would let you submit something to them, but we don't facilitate any middleman stuff with billing the insurance and trying to reimburse.
Cool. I like that a lot. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I'm sure we could talk about this for an hour. We've been going about 20 minutes now. How do people reach out, learn more, find out more about Renew Spa and all that?
Sure. So you can visit us at our website, www.renewmedispa.com. You can give us a call on our phone number, 603-894-0070. There's lots of information out there on the web. Our website is really the most comprehensive way to see what we do, because we offer so many things.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have a lot.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So thank you for joining me. This has been awesome.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So definitely, thanks for watching, everyone. Reach out. I said there's no way we could cover everything that you do in one session, so we'll definitely have you back at some point, and we'll do it again. But if you need help, and it's something that I know a lot of these subjects are touchy for some people, but don't be afraid. If you need help or want help, go do something about it.
Absolutely. We'd love to help, and it's out there for you. There's no reason why you have to, accept the fact that you're 50 or 60 or 70. If you can do something about making yourself feel better, and a lot of it is medical. A lot of it is just levels of things in your body.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you mentioned the testosterone shots. Oh, not shots, but like the pills and stuff.
Pellets, yeah.
I've heard phenomenal things about that just as men get older, and even nowadays because we don't have the same nutritions in our food.
It's a lot. It has a lot to do with, it does things with appetite, feeling sluggish. Like there's lots of positive effects from if someone has loss of testosterone. And one thing on that before we go is sometimes your doctor will look at you and tell you that your level of testosterone is good for someone your age. Mm-hmm. And I don't know about you, but I want to feel like I did 10 years ago. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to feel like, I'm fine. I'm 47, but someone comes in and is like, your testosterone is perfect for a 60-year-old. Well, what if I want to feel like I'm 45 or 50? Yeah. Like, let's raise my testosterone up a little bit so I can feel like I did back then. Yeah. Because I don't want to be like what my age tells me I am.
Absolutely. Yeah. I totally agree with you. That's pretty good. Again, thank you. And thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Want more New Hampshire Business Show? Find us at iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and www.nhbusinessshow.com.